It's boy Cat Israel with Yes We Can Political Adventures.
That's dope, man. Yes, we can. You kind of dress like we can.
Yeah, a little
We
bit.
can make it happen. You got your political stuff going on. What's going on, man? What we talking about today?
We're gonna talk about an event that happened July 12th, 2014.
Speak on it, God.
Well, at that particular time, I was contacted by a lady named Sharon Fan. Shout out to Sharon Fan and Nunu. They were dealing with a lot of domestic violence issues. They wanted to create a nonprofit organization to help women that's going through domestic violence issues, like a Battered Women's Shelter and the Right Crisis Center. So I had got in contact with her and Nunu, and we kind of discussed on creating an event in honor of a particular woman that had was killed in a domestic violence incident. Her name was Kendall Atkins. Sometime in 2013, I want to say the summer of 2013, she got in an incident with her husband, and she ended up passing away by it. It was very unfortunate.
What kind of incident? How she passed away? What you talking about?
It was a domestic violence incident.
Oh, okay.
She ended up having an issue with her significant other, and in the end, they got in a car wreck, and she ended up passing away from the car wreck. He got charged and convicted, and it was
You got
kind of.
convicted. What did he do? Kill her with the car?
What happened was, I guess he was kind of wilding out a little bit, and
Okay.
they was kind of arguing in the car, and long story short, they ended up hitting a tree, and she ended up getting killed by it, and he got injured by it, but he survived. So Sharon wanted to make a nonprofit organization about it, and it was called Kendall Screen. Now there's a website you can go to, kendallscreen.org, if I remember right. And you can look at the history of about her and what happened, and this particular march that we did on July 12, 2014. So, me being a community organizer, ended up contacting Mike Freeman, if I remember. He was a Akron City Councilman in that particular ward. I want to say 9, if I remember right. Don't quote me on that. I called Akron Police, for security, what have you, and I remember that morning because at that time I was doing a lot of the setup, the prep work for events. So I come down early and make sure everything's prepped, make sure all the people is contacted to show up, all the speakers, setting up the stage. It was a lot of work that morning. And for what I was told, a lot of people didn't believe that a lot of people was going to come to this particular event. Boy, was they wrong. But this particular event was kind of touching to me because I didn't realize how women suffer, going through spousal abuse on a physical level, the emotional level, the mental level. So I ended up talking to a lot of domestic violence victims. I wanted to get me a rapport of what I was kind of putting myself into as far as going through this event. So I ended up contacting some people from Battered Women's Shelter and Right Crisis Center. Also, I went down to the city and talked to the prosecutor's office that deal with this issue. So fast forward, we came to the issue, we got the stage set up. Man, a lot of people came down to his event. Like Minister Stephen Muhammad, shout out to Minister Stephen Muhammad.
What up, Stephen Muhammad?
You know what I'm saying? Sharon Fan was there, she was one of the speakers. Dorita Davis from Stop the Violence Akron movement, shout out to Dorita. Some people from Cleveland came too, Black on Black Crime and Be a Peace in the Hood. And one of the leaders for Peace in the Hood was Khalid Samad. He's out of Cleveland. He do a lot of work up there and dealing with gun violence victims and things of that nature. He also spoke too. And Dr. Margot Prade's sister actually came and spoke there too.
Okay.
So all in all, we had about 200-300 people showed up, and it was a very beautiful event. We did a little march. We did from the bridge by Summit Lake all the way to near the baseball field where she actually had her accident at. So, and then when we got to that location, we put flowers down, and a lot of people spoke extra, said their prayers or what have you. And the event ended up making the Akron Beacon Journal, like the A section. So it was a pretty nice event.
Well, all right. So tell everybody about this vlog, man. What we're gonna be doing with this vlog this season?
We're gonna talk about some adventures that I went through politically that kind of impacted my life. I'm gonna talk about specific dates, specific events that kind of touched my heart in a lot of ways. You know, being in politics, you get to see the core of our society. You know what I mean? As far as dealing with issues, I was an issue-based person, so I dealt with a lot of gun violence prevention, women's rights, economic rights, inclusive rights, environmental rights. And when you deal with these topics, you end up meeting a lot of people, a lot of non-profit organizations, for-profit. And I always wanted to go to the common man to get their perspective on these issues too. Because when you really want change in your community, you have to go to the people who's directly affected by it. And that's the common people. So I always wanted to have that impact, a real true impact. And you have to bring them all together to accomplish that goal.
Okay, well, tell somebody if they want to get in contact with you. How to make it happen?
You already know. You see me out and about, of course, holler at me. You can also call 330-937-2632.
We got you covered, man. Until next time, man.
You already know.
Peace.
Yep.